Revealing area.
Turret out.
There they are. I cannot use that.
Yeah, no, I got you. Okay, we got Ithaca pushing onto A site. Still 5v5. They get 5 to retake this site with Ithaca crawling all over it. It's a KO flash out on Zehus.
Toxin screen down.
It's a pick from Will onto Anubis, who's on the flank. They're running out to check for more. Clear that. Still waiting for the push onto site from Waynesburg. And here they come, storming back onto site, getting the pick onto Rotten Apple, Bangs, and Giratina. With Will getting the molly onto Kore. And with that, they've run out of time. It's gonna get the round on that one. Ithaca's gonna get to save 2 rifles into this next round, but it looks like Waynesburg is gonna have to buy up with the last of their money. Oh, and we've got a timeout. That's gonna be 1 minute for us to just sit pretty and wait. They're still not back up on my end. Yeah, I know. It's still not there. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Wonderful. Welcome back to the stream, folks. We got Ithaca pushing onto B's site with Anubis and Ray here to meet them. We got a pick from Rotten Apple onto Anubis with that Sova ult onto site. They're not gonna get any, but they've got him pretty solidly pushed back for the plant. I got Zehus sitting up top, just waiting. When that Viper Wall goes down, they're gonna peek into him. Looks like Rotten Apple's gonna get that pick. We got Kore coming up on the flank, with Will still tucked in. Can't quite see it. And with that peek, he's gonna take a good deal of damage. Backing up. And that he gets double peeked. Ray gets a pick onto Giratina.
1 enemy remaining.
Duhaku getting a pick onto the Solinator. And that last pick from Rotten Apple onto Ray. Coming into this next round, looks like a half buy from Waynesburg. Looking to save some of that cash for the next round. Ithaca's doing really good. 6-1. Going into the next round, looks like they're gonna set up for a push onto A site. With that regular wall from Will, he's gonna meet. Oh, full force of Waynesburg coming out, pushing into B main, and on the flank. They're gonna get 2 picks right off the bat. Out of both Will and deranged Bangs. They're watching this flank, and Giratina's gonna get down Kore. But they've got the plant on A side already. They're getting ready just to hold that site. The remaining force of Waynesburg Sitting outside of B main, just waiting. KO's gonna detect one with that knife. Still watching the flank. Meanwhile, Anubis is coming around to screens. Doesn't check the corner. Gets picked by Rotten Apple.
One enemy remaining.
Giratina's gonna get Ray, and zip lining into sight. Zeus is gonna get picked by Giratina. Great recovery by IC there. And it looks like we're gonna get full buys from both sides on this round. It looks like everyone on Waynesburg has their ultimate right now. I don't know if anyone's popped them yet, but it could be just what they need to get back into this game. Gotta look out for that coming into the next round. IC gearing for another A push. Immediately, Rotten Apple gets Korai. KJ turret, letting them know that IC's pushing up. And as that Viper wall's about to come down, looks like they're backing off the site. Oh, or not. IC's just sitting inside of A main. Oh, and they push out. Rotten Apple getting picked. We've got a pick from Giratina onto the Solinator. And there's a Viper ult from Will. And in this Viper's pit, we've got... Oh! Ray fires the ultimate, Ray's ultimate, into the Viper ult, but doesn't get a single pick. Anubis and Ray both looking a little worse for wear here, kinda creeping around the edge of this Viper's pit. Then we've got spraying outside of the Viper's pit, a pick from Kuhaku onto Anubis, with Ray getting Giratina. And there's the pick from Deranged Bangs onto Ray. Alright, we're 8-1. Looks like Ithaca is gearing up to push into B site. But they've got at least 3 stacking B site right now from Waynesburg, with Viper sitting alone on A. And as they're pushing up, that Viper wall is going to go out. And immediately they're going to run into Anubis on yellow. Giratina pushing up, breaking that Sage wall. Peeking into Snowman. And that Sova drone is going to see Anubis there. KO ult. Oh! Anubis immediately takes down KO, but he's going to get picked right back up. With Korai. Ooh, excuse me.
Kill my allies.
Korai with the ultimate right there. And then the Sage res. I think it still hasn't pushed onto site here, and they've got Spike down.
One enemy remaining.
See who's speaking with the stinger. Kuhaku getting 2 picks onto Ray and Korai. It's a 1v2. Kuhaku trying to push onto site and grab that spike and maybe get out. Picks up the spike, pushes up.
30 seconds left.
Right. Oh, and there it is, Solinator getting Kuhaku. For second round for Waynesburg. But Ithaca isn't exactly a want for money right now. With a new timeout. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Now, calling this timeout for Ithaca is a big thing because, you know, Waynesburg just got their first round, so Ithaca wants to make sure that they're not getting too messed up by this because they've been coasting through these rounds, and they want to make sure that they can interrupt that momentum from Waynesburg, get them to stay at 2-8 instead of getting all the way back and making a comeback. Alright, and our timeout's coming to an end. Looks like IC's looking towards A again. The full buy on both sides.
Turret out.
And that, you know, classic Viper wall from Will onto B site. You've got two watching mid
Get out of my way.
on Waynesburg's side. With the jet ult, pop right at the start from Rotten Apple.
Right here.
That recon bolt's gonna get a few of them. And that KO knife is gonna suppress both Viper, Raze, and KJ. Oh, and on the flank, Anubis gets Will, but Kuhaku getting right back at Anubis. And they're running all the way towards B. Raze quick on the rotate from Waynesburg's side. Sitting inside of kitchen. Moving towards site, and we've got Viper on the rotation. Rotten Apple pushed all the way up towards Snowman. See who's gonna pick him off.
Turret's destroyed.
Solinator peeking into Kuhaku. With that Sage Wall, they're gonna get the plant. With the KJ Util, they're gonna pop a Swarm Nade onto the spike, but they aren't really gonna get the pick or deny the plant. And KJ ult site. Maybe open to push them off site so they can get the plant, get the defuse. Giratina, teasing the Solinator, and detained. Sage coming up to peek, and there's the defuse. Third round for Waynesburg. One alive on each side.
Last round before
So we're gonna get two Vandals, one on each side going into the next round. It's looking about a pretty even split money-wise for both sides. Ithaca looking back towards A, because
need a drop.
that B push didn't go too well last round. Rotten Apple on the op right here. Climbing on the belt. Peeking onto A side, not gonna see anyone. As both members who are playing A site from Waynesburg are technically off site right now. Though we've got Corey getting the pick onto Rotten Apple. It's dropping the op on belt.
Shot down.
Ithaca looks kind of scared here. They're gonna back up. We're pushing down mid. Will's gonna get Zehus. With the rotation, they're gonna run into Anubis right here. He's gonna get the pick onto Will. And the KO flash out. Anubis gets another pick onto Deranged Bangs. You've got Kuhaku taking down Anubis. Giratina grabbing the Ultor before they rush onto site. Ray and Solinator are right there waiting for him. Giratina accidentally nades himself. Getting him a little bit flustered there with Kuhaku stuck yellow, and he's gonna get the pick onto Solinator. It's 2v1. Corey on the flank and Race it and Snowman. He's gotta make a choice.
Left.
Pushes onto site, and Ray gets the pick from Snowman. That's a fourth round. Third in a
Switching
row
sides.
from Waynesburg. And we're switching sides. Now, Ithaca had a huge wave, a huge push, and I don't remember if it's the 9-3 or the 8-4 curse, but they gotta be looking out because Waynesburg is making a comeback. They had a strong 3 rounds there. Ithaca's just gotta make sure that they don't lose their momentum that they had at the beginning of the first half. And it's looking like Waynesburg's setting up for an A take, and we don't have anyone from Ithaca on A site right now. Except for Kuhaku sitting rafters with the Silver Dart. That recon dart's gonna get shot right away. With the Viper wall onto A site, we've got rotates coming from all over the map. They're gonna push out.
Plant the spike.
And there's the pick from Kuhaku onto Zihus with the wall bang. Right through box.
Spike planted.
There's the plant for Waynesburg. And another pick for Kuhaku onto Kore. Kuhaku's really doing the most here, pushing into A main. Lining up another recon dart. Oh, and doing some pretty damage onto Anubis, but getting taken out by the KJ nade. 2 picks from Solinator.
Last player standing.
3. It's a 3K. He gets taken out. And, oh! Push! All the way into heaven. Or into nest by Rotten Apple. And onto the spike. With... Oh! Not enough time. A second and a half off from the defuse. Super close. That was a great retake for Ithaca. If they'd gotten it a little bit faster, they probably could have gotten that defuse a little bit easier.
Right, out of charges.
Going into the next round, Waynesburg is spread out with Ray is pushing down mid. Ray's gonna be sitting there. Ray and Viper pushing into mid. Let's see who's peeking under tube. And Ray spying Sage. Deranged bangs from inside a tube. I've got 3 members of Waynesburg on site, and they got the plant. Oh, and there's picks. 2 from Kuhaku. Right away, onto the retake. And right now, it's looking like 1 left. The KJ's sitting inside of B main. Oh, and with that nade shot, KJ has no way to defend the bomb. Or the spike, excuse me. And Solinator gets pick onto Kuhaku, which is immediately traded by Will. That's a great round. Trading up their guns. Got 2 Spectres coming into the next round from Ithaca. And there is a break in that momentum from Waynesburg as they're 5 and 9. And on a save round from Ithaca. Did a great job retaking that side. Now it looks like Giratina's going to be buying an Odin this round, which is an interesting choice. We'll see how that plays out in B main, with the rest of Waynesburg going into A. Spike on Ray, going towards A.
There.
We've got Kore sneaking up mid. About to meet Will, who's sitting inside of that Viper smoke, going back towards A site. We've got Giratina pushed all the way up into B main. They know they're not there, so that's some good utility. Not utility. That's some good information for Ithaca. We've got Giratina running on the flank, spying that KJ turret with the Odin. Waynesburg is pushed all the way up onto A.
Target destroyed.
That Silver Dart's gonna spy most of them. Anubis gets the pick onto Will. Oh! Rotten Apple gets the pick onto Anubis. They still don't have the spike planted. Spike's pushed all the way up on Ray. Oh, and there's the pick. Spike dropped in A main. We've got Solinator and Zihus sitting there, wondering what to do. 2 members of Ithaca are pretty low. Hurting for some heals right now, but we've got 25 seconds left on that Sage heal from Deranged Bangs.
10 seconds left.
Giratina got taken down at some point, and Solinator has taken that Odin. Is making some
Nice shot.
Oh, and on the timer. Defenders win. With Waynesburg electing to keep the Odin, which Giratina bought last round, and the Vandal and Zeus. Got another timeout, this time from Waynesburg's side. Again, maybe a tactic from Waynesburg to try to disrupt some of that momentum they see Ithaca again. And that is the end of the timeout from Waynesburg. Waynesburg pretty spread out right now. KJ looking toward B. May run on a default here. Got an op on Rotten Apple again. And besides the Odin and the Vandal that they saved from last round, it's looking like all SMGs on the side of Waynesburg. Those 2 wins for Ithaca got their eco hurting pretty hard. And it's looking like Waynesburg's just sitting pretty, waiting for Ithaca to push them, make a mistake. No one's really moving for the first minute and a half of this round. Or sorry, first half minute of this round. And Ithaca's not really taking the bait. They're not overextending, they're just sitting back on their sites. Waiting for Waynesburg to show some presence. And we got a rotation from, oh, half a rotation from Viper. Comes immediately back to B site. As KJ,
Poison's off. 30
Solinator,
seconds left.
and Zeus are both pushed up B, and it looks like the rest of the team is coming over to B main with the KJ ult onto B site. And a fast movement onto B site. But it's looking like Will's gonna try to deny the plant with the Viper molly, but it's not gonna work. KJ ult does nothing to detain the other team, but it does keep them back for a little bit. As Ithaca looks to retake the site with 5 members of their team still alive. Corey's gonna get that pick onto Giratina. They're shooting through the Viper wall, and Will's gonna spam through the smoke onto Corey. Sage wall's getting taken down. With the quick spam onto Spike to try and get any of that remaining KJ utility off of it.
1 enemy remaining.
Great picks from both sides. With Rotten Apple getting the last pick onto Anubis, and Kuhaku sticking the defuse. And that is the round to Ithaca. Fantastic retake from Ithaca's side. That 5v5. There were some grit trades there. Now it looks like Waynesburg poised up to rush it down mid with a Sova Dart on top of Tube, and Rotten Apple on that op again, peeking down mid, not able to get any picks. Giratina getting 2, and Corey getting Giratina. We've got mostly pistols left for Waynesburg's side, with a Phantom on Corey. Kuhaku's gonna get the pick onto Corey, dropping that Phantom, and deranged bangs onto Ray.
Spike down B.
And there's the round with Will getting the final pick on Zeus.
Match point.
Now with that save, it looks like Waynesburg is going to be able to buy into the next round. With Will getting the buy for Giratina. And Waynesburg is poised to go towards A this round. Unlike when Ithaca was on defense, we haven't seen nearly as many of those fake walls from the Waynesburg Viper from Zehus as we did from Will. Going into this round, we're gonna get, looks like, Kore on the lurk over by B. One shot fired and both parties are gonna back up. With Kore going to join the rest of the team over on A site. Not too much movement from Ithaca, as Waynesburg just kind of sits inside of A main. With Kore moving down mid. Into kitchen, gonna come into deranged bangs here. Oh, who does not get the pick? Kore moving up into kitchen. Or just sitting outside the tube. Spots Kuhaku on Jenny.
Scanning ahead.
And Anubis
Deploying drone.
sitting still outside of A
Enemy.
with the spike. Giratina's gonna pop the KO ult. We're just gonna push Waynesburg off of A site. They're running it over towards B. Kuhaka, the only one really in the area, over in kitchen. The Viper wall that hasn't been thrown much in the beginning of this round is gonna help them get onto site.
10 seconds left.
With the Sova ult from Kuhaka, not getting any picks, but Will getting one onto Zehus. That's gonna take the Viper wall. We've got the Ray's ult from Ray. Gonna get the pick onto Rotten Apple. And Ray getting the pick onto Will.
No charges left.
Giratina
You
trades
will
Ray.
not kill my allies.
And Anubis gets the res on Zehus. Giratina pushing up, trying to get the defuse. And can't stick it. 6 and 12. Six and 12 going into the next round. It's gonna look like full buys on both sides. Except, oh, yep, full buys on both sides. Waynesburg setting up for another A push, looks like. With Anubis grabbing the spike and peeking down mid. We've got two members of Ithaca peeking into B main. The spike dropped outside of B main. And Kore peeking into these two. Now they're showing much presence, just kind of waiting for someone to push up. The flash out gonna get a good deal of damage off Kore, who runs back. Meanwhile, we've got Anubis pushed all the way up tube, and Deranged Bangs is gonna get the pick onto that. It looks like we're getting an A push from Waynesburg, with Kuhaku, the only one on site, quickly joined by Rotten Apple. And here's the plant from Zehus. Waynesburg getting the spike down and backing off the site. Play for long.
Welcome to my world.
There's the Viper's pit. Popped by Zehus onto the spike. Ithaca dropping down onto the site. Sitting directly on top of the spike. Oh, and immediately 2 picks for Zehus on that Viper molly.
Scanning ahead.
One enemy remaining.
Giratina going to stick the defuse. Barely enough time. Looks like we might not even make it. And, yep. Ah, barely a second left. But they did get every member of Waynesburg, so that is something. But on that loss, it looks like Ithaca is not doing great econ-wise. Electing for a bit of a half-buy save here. Buying for next, as Waynesburg goes into the next round with full armor and full shields and rifles. Now that's Sovadart. Shapiku Haku is immediately shot by Ray. And they're just sitting inside of A main. Meanwhile, we got Will pushed all the way up into B. Seeing no one inside of B main. Meanwhile, Deranged Bangs and Rotten Apple are both pushed down mid. Gonna run into Kore here. And Deranged Bangs gets the pick onto Kore. Able to grab the Phantom. Watching as Anubis peeks out. Oh, and Rotten Apple gets the pick with the jet knives onto Anubis.
Blocking sight.
Deranged Bangs healing Rotten Apple as they push into flank. Joined by Will. Zeus gets the pick onto Giratina as they get onto site.
Placing swamp grenade.
Zeus going for the plant, but getting
30 seconds
momentarily stopped by Kuhaku.
Player standing.
Meanwhile, from the flank,
Down A.
IC makes a great retake onto site, and that is
Defenders
game
win.
1 to Ithaca, 13-7. Good game. anything about this map. Okay, we can go live now. Mhm. Okay. Alright, welcome back. We're going to this first round on Lotus, a map I admittedly wish I knew more about. This map entered the competitive pool about 2 weeks after it was released into the game. Which, was interesting, to say the least. Now, right now, we've got Ithaca on the offensive again, starting off. This is a three-point map, as opposed to the last one, which is 2-point.
Here.
There are 3 spots where they can plant the spike. Ithaca aiming immediately towards C. They've got 3 people from Waynesburg side on A with KJ. Their Core alone on C site. Sky dogging onto site. Site's clear. They're gonna rush all the way in. Rotten Apple getting that pick onto Core. And Anubis dogging through door onto C site. Rotten Apple's gonna get a second pick onto Zehus. Marie gonna bot out. Anubis gonna get the pick onto Will with deranged bangs, getting a pick onto the Solinator. He's playing Breach this game.
Scanning ahead.
Marie's
There
peeking
they
out,
are.
One enemy remaining.
hoping to get some picks, but they're the only one left alive, and there is the 3rd pick of the round from Rotten Apple onto Ray, giving attackers the round. That is the first round of the second map to Ithaca. Now, both teams coming into this game are 0-2 in their record, and both kind of really wanting this win. So both teams are clearly fighting for it. Okay, and we've got the overlay down, but Ithaca is currently on the right side of the screen. On attacker side. With Ithaca moving towards A site, Rotten Apple getting the pick onto Zehus, pushing up towards door. Will teasing that ult orb right there. They're gonna push through door into tree room. Paying no mind to Solinator, getting the pick right onto there. With the plant by Box on A.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Rotten Apple getting another 3K onto Ray, who's up on A top. And Corey getting the pick onto Kohaku before a 4th kill from Rotten Apple onto Corey. Rotten Apple is doing absolutely fantastic this game. 7-0. Going into the 3rd round of the second map. Now with that save last round, it looks like Waynesburg is going to be going into a full buy this round with almost exclusively Bulldogs and one Spectre on the side of Ithaca.
Deep.
Looks like they're poised to do another C push.
Get out of my way!
And third round of the match, Rotten Apple pops their jet ult with the knives. Silver Dart onto C site, spotting KJ, pushing onto site. Pick from Rotten Apple onto Kore. We've got Zehus sitting inside of. And Solinator gets the pick onto Rotten Apple with the util there. Zehus peeking out, gonna get one, but traded immediately by Will.
Here.
And Anubis coming back through C main, gonna dog out onto site. See the ranged bangs there. Get the daze.
One enemy
Dazed
remaining.
and confused, Anubis gets the pick onto deranged bangs. Moving around through water. Will getting the pick onto Solinator.
Last player standing.
Now it's just 1v1. Ray versus Will.
Clutch.
Oh, and Will getting the 4K onto Ray. 4 kills. Great showing from Will and Rotten Apple this game. Will's going to be taking that Phantom into the next round with a full buy from Ithaca College. And it's looking like a half buy, maybe even a save round from Waynesburg.
Placing sentry.
Ithaca College looking ready to move onto. Looking ready to move on to A site. With that Viper wall, they're stopped behind it. Anubis teasing down B main. With Ithaca making the rotation, moving towards B. Anubis getting the pick onto Rotten Apple. Corey getting the pick onto
Spike
Giratina, but
down,
Will
B.
getting the trade. Getting Corey.
Gun here.
As Anubis flashes out. Looking for intel, seeing if they're still there. Ithaca not quite ready to leave B site yet. But all 4 of them almost totally on site. Ready to intercept this B push. And with that, looks like Ithaca's gonna back off. Maybe reevaluate. Will here, setting up, opening the door, running back into B main. Running through door, towards C.
30 seconds left.
Kuhaku and the spike. Range bang swinging all the way around through C main. Getting the plant. Oh, but that breach ult's gonna take out Kuhaku. Not ult, sorry. That breach util is gonna take out Kuhaku. Got Anubis coming around. And Ray sneaking through B main, looking to get on the flank. With ranged bangs and Will set up on site. Ranged bangs is gonna be peeking into main. Catching Ray on the flank. Will getting the pick on the Solinator.
Player standing.
Oh, and deranged
One
bangs
enemy
taken out
remaining.
by Ray. Will the only one left on site, guarding it with his life. Probably gonna die. Oh, unless he can teleport hop all the way out of the range of that explosion, leaving both of them alive into the next round. It's gonna look like probably full buys from both sides. Yep. Into the next round.
Out of charges.
4-0 on the board for Ithaca. Ithaca looking for another C push.
I got yous, okay?
Since C has been going so well for them lately. Pushing forward. Looks like Corey's going to leave site. Popping grenade. IC sitting inside of C main. By the sand dune. Four members of Waynesburg rotate onto C, and we get a pick onto Anubis, who's rotating, pushing out of B. And all of Waynesburg is on C site as Ithaca rotates through their spawn towards A. Totally empty, but they don't know that. Now I've got Will using his Omen ultimate to teleport all the way into A heaven, getting a pick onto Solinator before getting taken out by Zehus. Kuhaku getting the plant on A site. Meanwhile, you've got Corey on that flank, pushing up behind Ithaca. Zehus and Ray are waiting for Corey to finish that flank. Rotten Apple peeking up at Zehus through drop into top. Corey getting two picks, pushing onto site.
Last player standing.
Getting taken down by Kuhaku. Kuhaku with 2 kills. And Rotten Apple with the final kill on Zehus to end the round. That is 5-0 for Ithaca. Looks like we've got a timeout called by Waynesburg. Hoping to maybe talk through some of what they're going through right now. 5 rounds without a single win from Waynesburg. Ithaca is doing absolutely phenomenally. And if they win this map, that's going to be it. No third map. 2-0 to Ithaca. Waynesburg needs to do their very best. Make sure they get this map. So you have a chance getting to that third map. Timeout's coming to an end here. Going into the 6th round.
Help a girl out, would ya?
Got a full
She's
buy.
right.
Almost. Yeah, full buy. Full buy from Ithaca. With Waynesburg cobbling together what they can so they can buy full next round. Ithaca a little spread out this round. With Will and the Spike over by C. Giratina going to join him. Pushing into C with 3 members of Ithaca over towards A. Spread out a lot. Trying to get that rotation. Doing a bit of a slow play here from Ithaca, hoping to get Waynesburg to push up, and they do. With Kuhaku getting the pick onto Zehus, who pushed up a little bit too far. And right now, we see Ray rotating off of A site. Not off of A site, but all the way back. With what looks like KJ maybe rotating off of C. Not quite sure what's happening over there. Will getting the pick onto Anubis outside of B. With Ithaca rotating back towards A. Throwing the smokes out. Pushing into A main. Corey watching the door there. Hoping to get the swing out. Gonna have to break that cipher trip. With all
30
of Ithaca
seconds
going
left.
through the door. Corey destroying the trip. They know she's there.
Spike planted.
And all 5 members of Ithaca, oh, save for Rotten Apple, are on site.
Placing sentry.
Corey with the KJ ult,
Nowhere to run!
popping that. Meanwhile, we've got Kuhaku on the Sova ult, destroying the lockdown,
Last player standing.
eliminating that KJ ult. Lockdown. Oh, Corey shooting through both the
Enemy
flash
remaining.
and into deranged bangs, getting a 4K to Giratina before getting taken down by Kuhaku. That was an
We are strong
excellent,
because we are
excellent round for
together.
Corey.
Don't forget that.
Almost got the ace there. With that, on that save round, looks like Waynesburg is gonna finally get to buy into this round. 6-0 going into the 7th round. Ithaca aiming towards C site. Now we got 2 people. Both Solinator and Corey on this C site. Waiting for Ithaca as they run up. Not too quietly, taking the ult orb. And dogging into sight, triggering all of that KJ utility before they have to push through it. It looks like Ithaca's going to narrowly avoid all of that breach utility. With almost all of Waynesburg on C site. Waiting for them to push up. Will gets the pick onto Corey. Meanwhile, we got Ray on the flank. Gonna meet with Kuhaku, getting the pick onto Kuhaku. Meanwhile, everyone's now aware of Ray's presence.
Spike down, C.
Ooh, deranged bangs and Will, last 2 alive. Getting pincered by Zehus and Ray. Gonna flash out onto Ray, watching their flank. Meanwhile, Zehus is pushing up. Alerts them to his presence. Shooting over the sand
30
dune.
seconds left.
With the Viper ult on Spike. Flashed by deranged bangs. They're playing in that Viper spit.
One enemy remaining.
Will gets the pick on Zehus. It's the 4th pick of this round. Onto site, getting the plant. Ray's left to run up C main. Hopefully try to retake site. With 30 HP and a dream.
I've got your trail.
And it looks like Ray's gonna go for the save on this round. With deranged bang sending out the sky ult to track down wherever Ray's going. It looks like Ray's just looking to save this Vandal. Not this Vandal, sorry, Phantom. Save the rifle into the next round. And Will's going hunting. Swinging all the way, both of them, through CT and T spawn. Searching for where Ray might have gone, hoping to get that rifle out of their hands. And start of the next round. It's not looking too bad for Waynesburg, money-wise. If they wanted to, they could buy full loadouts this round. For the most part. But it's looking like they're going to stick to a bit of a half buy. Buy together next round. With an Owen on Giratina again. It didn't turn out too well from them last time. Giratina lost it to Waynesburg. I think it's set up here for the A take. Zehus watching door. With Ray on site. Usually we see 2 on A when watching door, but they're a little light-handed on A this round. I think I'm not committing to anything though. Spike is dropped outside of A as a smoke is thrown by Will onto A site. But we've still got Kuhaku and deranged bangs, both lurking around C and B, with Will getting the pick on Zehus. And Anubis trying to peek down main, getting into a gunfight with Giratina, who's got that Odin. And looks like both Will and Rotten Apple are both through onto A. With range bang picking up the spike, running onto site, plant. Corey getting the pick onto Giratina, making this 4v4. Anubis flashes out onto site. Will with the Omen ulti to get behind all of our defense players who are trying to retake the site. The Solinator using that breach ult to get onto site, getting the pick onto Kuhaku. Rotten Apple getting Anubis, Corey getting Rotten Apple. Deranged bangs denying the plant from Solinator.
One enemy remaining.
Looks like Will got Corey. Deranged bangs trying to get Ray. Ray gets Will. And deranged bangs gets the final pick onto Ray. Oh, almost, and no.
No, doctor.
So
but I
close.
can patch a bullet hole
Almost
or
got to
two.
save the rifle into
Let
the
me know
next
if you
round,
need
but
healing.
it's gonna be a full buyback from both teams. With rifles and full shields from everyone, except Ray, who's got half shields. Oh, they're the full shields. Going to the next round, Ithaca's poised to make a C play here.
Sentry.
Will with the spike. Peeking into sand dune, not seeing anything. And that initial interest is immediately turned and just kind of sent towards A. But it looks like we still got 3 pushing onto C without the spike. Got the sky flash onto C site. That's gonna get him wondering if this is a C push. The pick onto Kuhaku. It's now 4v5. But no one's moving off of A. And we've still got both Giratina and Rotten Apple sitting outside of tree. With Ray and Zehus both waiting patiently. Top of A. Even with the pick onto deranged bangs in C main.
30 seconds left.
That's the pick from Zehus onto
Spike
Rotten
down
Apple as they
A.
push out onto A site.
Cage trigger.
Giratina looking to get the plant. Not gonna get the plant. Moving off the site. They're running towards B.
Cover going
10 seconds left in the round.
10 seconds left.
Looks like they're gonna have 4 seconds to spare on this plant. Slowly waiting for them to push into the smoke here. Both Solinator and Zehus are gonna spray down Will. Giratina getting the pick onto both Zehus and Solinator, getting this into a 1v1 with Ray. And Giratina did not have enough HP to make that work. Ray on the defuse for the first round. Out of 9, sorry. First round, going to Waynesburg for a 1-8. I see, still able to get the buy into this round, but because so many members of Waynesburg died last round, they're not really able to get together a full buy across their team. So you've got a rifle on Corey. Oh, rifle passed to Ray. And SMGs or no guns at all across the rest of the team. Ithaca aiming towards A this round. So far, only Ray on the site. It's gonna look like a defensive KJ ult from Corey, hoping to get IC not to push onto A site, which is gonna work. And has got a few of them tripled up in that corner over there in A main. Will getting the pick onto Corey though. As they just sit in A main. Not really pushing out yet. Waiting to see if Waynesburg is gonna do anything if they're gonna push him.
Cover going out.
Rotten Apple pushing forward with that jet ult.
Blinding.
Will flashing into tree, pushing through. And that's IC onto site. Hopefully gonna get the plant soon.
Here.
5v4. Sorry, 5v3. Deranged Bangs getting the pick onto Zehus.
One
And
enemy
Rotten
remaining.
Apple taking out Anubis with Kuhaku taking out Ray. Ray unable to get anyone with that Ray ult. Solinator getting Rotten Apple with a classic. As Solinator's looking down towards drop, drops down. And Deranged Bangs is gonna get the Solinator. And that is a 9th round to IC. Going into the 11th round, we are 9-1.
Turret out.
Looking at the scoreboard right now, Will is 20-5 right now, absolutely going crazy. Fantastic performance from him right now. I see pushing onto C site. Rotten Apple initially making the push onto site. It's amazing how no one is dead yet. Solinator getting the first pick onto Will as soon as I say that. Oh, with immediately 2 picks from each side. 3v3. Kuhaku getting 2 picks
Found one.
in
Spike
that round.
planted.
2 ults popped almost simultaneously from both Waynesburg Sky and from Giratina that I see. Corey getting the pick on deranged bangs, making this 3v2.
Tripwire destroyed.
And they've pushed onto site. The IC on the defensive right now. Gonna have to retake site. Pushing into both Anubis and Ray. Oh, but with that Sova ult,
Last player standing.
gonna be able to defend Spike. Ray getting the pick onto Giratina, and they're able to get the defuse. Ninja defuse with Kuhaku too busy taking out Ray to deny the defuse from Kore.
Last round in the half.
And that's the second round of Waynesburg in this game. Now the last map went to Ithaca, so Waynesburg's really gonna have to start stringing these rounds together. If they want a chance at a third map and winning this fight. Ithaca's sitting outside of
I've
A,
got your trail.
poised up towards tree room. Opening door. 3 of them streaming through. But now I've got 3 members of Waynesburg already on site. Ithaca's looking a little apprehensive about this. The Omen ult going on to B site, not knowing that Solinator's there. Oh, but getting the pick through the wall. Will, 2 picks onto Solinator and Ray. It's clearing off B site for IC to just go through door, which was already broken by
Blinded.
Kihus.
Finished.
Oh, going for the rotate. Kore's gonna kill Kuhaku, but Will's gonna get Kore. And Will with the 4K this round, killing Zihus. Fantastic, fantastic round from Will.
Switching sides.
Putting Will up to 24-6. It's a fantastic 4KD 4.0. That's what I wish my GPA was right now. Alright, we're going into the second half here, so IC's going to be on defense, with Waynesburg on the offense. Looking like they're going towards an A push? Kuhaku doing some squats. Just staring towards A main, doing some squats, readying that Sova dart. Shooting into A main. Not going to see anyone, but it does get destroyed. So there, someone was there to shoot it. With Kuhaku and Rotten Apple on site, ready for all 5 of these members of Waynesburg to push onto site. Through tree room. Ooh, Anubis getting the pick onto deranged bangs. Kore getting the pick onto Kuhaku, with Will getting 2 picks right off the bat onto Solinator and Zihus. Rotten Apple getting Ray. It's a 2v3. Waynesburg pushing onto site. But the spike is currently down. And that bird from Anubis isn't going to get anyone. But Will is, with the 4K, winning the round, taking off Anubis and Kore.
One of my cameras is broken. Oh, wait. Okay.
Will is on fire, and so is IC. 11-2, going into the 14th round of play on this map, Lotus. Looks like Waynesburg setting up for a B push. Unbeknownst to them, IC currently has 2 players on B. Will and Rotten Apple both waiting for that. Waiting for that push. Rotten Apple gets the pick onto Koray thanks to the wonderful blind from Will. Will get the pick onto Solinator and Zehus. That bulldog. Nubis with 3k. And Kuhaku with the final kill onto Ray. Fantastic round. This is match point for IC and game point. This will be the second map in a row that they've won if they get this round. And it's looking like a timeout for IC starting now. Now this is the last round to play. If IC wins this, they will have won this game. And this will be the first game that they've won all season. Both of these teams are currently 0-2. Pretty hungry for a win right now. Now, unfortunately, going into this next round, IC is not going to get a lot of help from their eco, with Waynesburg having a full buy with light shields. And IC with, it's looking like just SMGs, LMGs. Sorry, SMGs, yeah. It's interesting seeing Waynesburg favor rifles with light shields and IC favoring heavy shields with SMGs. We'll see which strategy is going to play out better. Waynesburg currently with their full rifle loadout spread across the map in a default. Probably waiting for IC to push, just like IC did to Waynesburg. Anubis getting the pick onto Will, who pushes out into A main.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Or picking up the spike. Looks like members of Waynesburg going towards C site. Koray still watching dutifully on that flank with the spike. With the Cypher set up on C by Giratina. Hopefully gonna stall long enough for some members of the IC team to rotate over. Waynesburg sitting directly outside of sight. Set up. Oh, Giratina stunned, getting the pick onto Anubis. Oh, Koray getting the pick onto Giratina. Now before Giratina got a good spray down, getting some heavy damage onto Solinator. This is a 2v4 retake for IC. Kuhaku dogging onto sight. Waynesburg playing this very smart, not peeking when they don't have to. Kuhaku with the shock dart onto Solinator getting the pick. And another one. Oh, and the swing from Zehus on deranged bangs. The pick from Ray onto Kuhaku, giving the third round to Waynesburg. Now going into the next round, it's looking like Ithaca is going to force up again. Not able to get a full buy with rifles and heavy shields, but money not being too much of an object for Waynesburg right now. Now I said that, but 2 members of Waynesburg currently do have bulldogs, not full rifle loadout, so it's looking like money's a little tough for multiple members of this team. I see very quick on that rotation over towards C site, with the spike for Waynesburg actually dropped outside of A. 2 members of Waynesburg currently pushing up towards A, hoping to catch him by surprise, but the bird from deranged bangs gives the intel that they need to know that someone's lurking. They don't need to put all of their attention over towards C just yet. Meanwhile, with the spike, Koray is walking down B. just as Kuhaku is moving off site
Camera taken out.
into a more passive position.